What's good, YouTube? It's your main man, AB the Hero, back again with another video. Today's video, we talking about James Harden, NBA All-Star game, and body language, cause it don't lie.
Triple B's! AB the Hero, back at it, baby.
First off, appreciate everybody who slammed the like button before that intro was over. You the real MVP, cause you always got your boy AB. Now, I also want to say shout out to everybody who tapped that subscriber button. We hit the 20,000 subscriber mark. Man, that's a huge milestone for creators like myself here on the platform. So thank you very much. Now, here's what we got to talk about today. Your boy James Harden. We all know James Harden. He's a guy who last year was playing for the Houston Rockets, decided, you know what, I don't want to play for the Houston Rockets no more. Came into camp heavy as hell, overweight, messed around and ended up getting hurt later on in the season. A lot of folks contributed that to him being overweight. Got to Brooklyn, played most of the season. Injuries on across the board for that team stopped a deep playoff run. This season starts all the drama, the health and safety protocol, just a lot of stuff going on, but James has not been happy. So not happy that he has now officially been traded from the Brooklyn Nets to the 76ers for, on the other side of the world, Ben Simmons, who was playing for the 76ers, drama in the playoffs, not happy, came back the season, decided, you know what, pull the James Harden even worse. I ain't doing nothing, I'm not playing, I'm chilling. They made the swap. Here's the information that we got today. Now, we all know that the NBA playoffs, the NBA All-Star game is fast approaching and is upon us, right? And we've been keeping up with the drama with our guy LaMelo Ball, who was in the game, who was in the game based on the league, not in the game based on the NBA, and now back in the game based on Adam Silver, but it looks like probably would have played in this game anyway, because we just got this news today about James Harden, who once he got to the 76ers, they did the physicals and things. He's still nursing that hamstring injury, and they say, you know what, James, you chilling, bro. You not even gonna have to play until after the All-Star break. Just relax. He's like, bet, I'll do that. Now there needs to be a replacement into the All-Star game. Here's the funny part of the video. I posted this on the community tab, and some of the responses to this was crazy, right? I asked the question, who should be his replacement? Let's see what some of the folks say. Probably upset that he got picked last and Bron and KD were clowning him. So a lot of folks think that, you know what, he chose not to play in the game because the way that the All-Star draft went, it was a bad look for him. You had two of the best players in the NBA really chuckling and really avoiding picking him like he was some type of pariah. So he's like, you know what, I'm sitting out. That's one of the philosophies and theories. You're probably thinking, if Charles never made it, that joke, I'd still be playing, but now I gotta stick with my life. All of this stuff. Let's see. It has to be an East player, so probably Jared Allen, Spicy P. We know who it will be officially. I'll talk about that in a second. Harden is salty. He got picked last. I wouldn't mind seeing Anthony Edwards. Anthony Edwards has to be Jared Allen. Pascal Siakam, Jared Allen, Jaylen Brown. Got to be Jared Allen. All right, so it's official. We know who is the replacement. The replacement will be the Cleveland Cavaliers' Jared Allen. Now, that's two players from the Cleveland Cavaliers. That's two players from the Chicago Bulls in the East. My dog Zoe, I'm gonna say it again, would have been in there if he hadn't got hurt. He would have pushed it and made that. Even if he would have got in here, we would have took that. You feel me? But here's the comment of the day. My man said, well deserved for him. Now if we can just swap Middleton for Bridges. If we could just swap Middleton for Bridges, I'd be happy with that as well. But with all of that being said, here's why we're here today. I wanted to go back in time. It's a time machine. Y'all don't know what that is. That's T-Pain, man. That's a throwback, boy. If you know that song, you get 2 points in the comment section. All right, so what I wanted to do is go into and watch this clip with y'all. This is one of the final press conferences that James Harden had in in a Brooklyn Nets uniform. And it's just so interesting to me because you can see, we talk about that body language not lying, and you can just see so many different tales and things and discomfort that he's feeling, and they asking him a bunch of questions. And when you watch this, it reminds me of, you ever see those deposition videos where it's like, I think I seen a Justin Bieber one, there was a Lil Wayne one, where they just asking questions and then they just sitting there just being disrespectful as possible. You know what I mean? It's just like, I don't want to be here. I don't want to answer these questions, and it just feels like an interrogation, and it feels like, you know, you interrogate me, but I still got the power. So I wanted to watch this video with y'all, and let's do a small, quick, like, body language breakdown on what we got here from James Harden.
What was the
And then also why it was emphatically necessary that they got him out of Brooklyn, because he 1000% did not want to be there.
Your roster is not what you would have expected it to be, but
Let me see. All right, here we go.
Your roster is not what you would have expected it to be, but
First off, you can look at him and the discomfort that you could tell that he feeling. He like cradling himself, massaging his neck, itching, scratching himself. That's just discomfort in general, right? That's somebody who, I'm here, but I do. There's something going on with me.
what was the biggest problem in trying to deal with their explosiveness and their
Transition defense. Simple. We made too many mental mistakes for whatever reason, which allowed them to get all those points in the first half.
You see a lot of these gestures and stuff that he's doing. These are called personal gestures, right? It's moves that when you start to itch yourself, you know what I'm saying? You start to, just little things that you doing to trying to decrease anxiety that you may be feeling in a situation. Also, we listened to him answer these questions, and he is so matter of fact right now. Like transition defense, it's just, you know what I mean? Like these are things that he is ready to say, and is gonna let these daggers fly at anybody.
was that a matter of the scheme and the way you guys are trying to defend transition, or was that just hustle?
Us being smart, knowing when to crash the glass and when to get back.
So here's something else I realize with this, and I talk about this all the time. You see him, us, as being smart. So we go from a lot of these, right? I'm nervous a little bit. I'm uncomfortable. I don't know what you're going to ask me. Now the line of questioning seems to be a lot about basketball, and you see him begin to become more comfortable. Now the gestures are descriptive gestures, right? And not so much like personal gestures in which he's trying to, like, you know what I mean, chill his anxiety. You see him start to raise up a little bit, boy, eyes popping out of his head, and he ready to kill anything.
Pretty simple.
Hey James, there's some reports out today that suggest that you might not be happy in Brooklyn or with the rotations that are.
This is the moment right here where he's like, you ever watch Dave Chappelle when say, dang, why I call on you, brother? You're supposed to be my brother. You're supposed to have my back. Why are you asking these questions? Come on, man. This is that moment right here, right? So we go from shit is serious. It is serious, right? And now you get this like, oh shoot, like a bit of a smirk.
I'm just wondering, if you can speak to.
And you instantly go from, like I was saying earlier, that set of defiance and like, oh, I'm starting to feel comfortable. Now you're going back to personal behaviors, massaging the chest, leaning on his arms.
The rotations that are happening. I'm just wondering. Hey James,
Look at it, head up, chin up.
There's some reports out today that suggest that you might not be happy in Brooklyn or with the rotations that are happening. I'm just wondering,
head down, looking off to the side. Damn, bro.
You can speak to.
All right, then.
This is defiance. He's trying to shield it. Divorce from who? I'm not gonna answer them questions about that. You know what I'm saying? I'm being deflective. This, you know what I mean? This is the classic deception technique here.
Bleacher Report.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about. Reports. You talking to me about that? Come on, James.
instead of speaking to the reports, can you just talk about your experience
Now, this is a stupid question that this dude about to ask you.
living in Brooklyn?
I mean,
The report suggested that you were unhappy.
some about reports. I don't know about reports. Did you guys hear from me?
Remember what I don't know about no reports. If you out here in these streets and somebody get to talking to you and you ask them a question, reports. I don't know about no reports. That's a stone cold lie. My guy knows exactly about them reports. He know everything damn near about them reports. You said something about a report? Hold on. Say that again? A what? You start side-eyeing you like that? Hold on a second. Come on, James.
Me?
That's what I'm asking.
All right, so I don't know about no reports.
Do you enjoy New York City?
This is like, okay, I got away with that one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Look at,
Yeah.
let's look at his face here.
Do you enjoy New York City?
Yeah. Yeah.
New York City?
You enjoy New York City?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's not a yeah.
Yeah.
He is so uncomfortable sitting here at this table right now. He trying to find center, is zen. I'm trying to bring it down. Woosah, woosah, woosah. It's hard to do though.
James, not to beat a dead horse or belabor the point,
Not to.
but just to be specific, one of the complaints that the report claimed that you had was with rotations, not having set crunch time rotations.
I don't
Guys
know.
being in and out.
Listen. I don't know about any reports. Of course, I'm frustrated because, we're not healthy. It's a lot of inconsistency for whatever reason.
Guys,
Look at this again.
Listen. I don't know.
Here's the thing here, right? This is out of this whole thing, right? Now we know that he's frustrated, right? The level of frustration that he seems to be feeling is escalating as this goes on and on. So you can tell here, let's see.
About any reports. Of course, I'm frustrated because, we're not healthy. It's a lot of inconsistency for whatever reason. Injuries, COVID, whatever you want to call it.
But you could see that, what I'm saying, he definitely shifted away from that really quick, right? They're going to keep asking me about reports. I'm frustrated, right? About these things.
Yeah, but it's frustrating. I think everybody knows.
So I think that he got to this moment where instead of denying these reports, he basically was like, all right, here we go. This is what it is.
I don't know. Listen. I don't know about any reports. Of course,
I don't know about any reports. It's crazy.
I'm frustrated because,
That's not the same as, I don't know about any reports. It's not the same as I didn't send out any reports. I didn't say anything.
we're not healthy. It's a lot of inconsistency for whatever reason. Injuries, COVID, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, but it's frustrating. I think everybody in this organization is frustrated because we are better than what our record is, and we should be, on the way.
This is all of these hand movements of like frustrated. This is all natural. This is truth to God. The man is frustrated. We supposed to be better than what we are. We climbing and we on the way down. All of these the descriptors that he using doing with his hand is 100%.
Yeah. So that's all it is. I don't know about reports. If you didn't hear from me, I don't talk to nobody. I have an agent. if you don't hear from me, then it's reports. So.
If you don't hear from me, it's reports.
I'm
I don't talk to nobody is not the same as I didn't say nothing to nobody.
frustrated because I want to win, and I'm a competitor. It's pretty simple.
Shout out to Fanatics View for posting that. But can you see that right there? That right there by itself, if you were somebody in the front office of this Brooklyn Nets team, is exactly the day where you should have been like, okay, it's all bad here. We got reports coming out. Obviously, they're getting leaked from somewhere. We believe James is doing it. We're gonna go ahead and do our thing, and we're gonna let you do your thing. You feel me? So shout out to my man James for one making the All-Star squad. Shout out to him for, you know what, I'm hurting. I'm not even gonna play, you know what I mean? I'm gonna let somebody else go. Jared Allen get to be a first-time All-Star, so it's dope that way, man. He could have did what who did that just recently? I think it was Dame Lillard, who was injured and still went to the All-Star game and just sat on the bench and took the spot from somebody else. So I'm glad that this came out and that trade happened and really got him an opportunity to say, you know what, I'm chilling for a little bit. And so we'll get to see him after the All-Star break. But let me know in the comment section if you got another video that you wanted me to react to. I had to, man, I'm trying to make sure I'm making these as good as possible. So I had to pull out my notebooks and stuff so I could really give y'all the lingo and all that jazz. So we're gonna take these to the next level. It's your main man, AB the Hero. We getting out of here.
The hero. No, not peace. +1, triple B's. We out.